Hello, everyone, and a huge welcome to ST300 Surgical Technology Theory 2. Seriously, you've made it this far, and you've already built such a solid foundation of knowledge. But this is where things get really interesting. Think of this course as the bridge, right? We're moving from the what of surgical theory to the how of surgical practice. These are the skills that are literally going to define your career in the operating room. I absolutely love this line from your syllabus. Because let's be real, in everyday life, don't touch that is just a simple warning, right? But in the OR, it becomes a fundamental law of patient safety. You're about to step into a world where every single movement is precise, it's intentional, it has a purpose. It's a whole new level of awareness, and honestly, it's one of the most critical skills you are ever going to develop. So let's think of this course as the place where you start building your professional toolkit. Seriously, we're moving beyond just the textbook, and we're going to start assembling those foundational, hands-on skills you'll be using every single day. And the whole thing, it all starts with one single core principle. And that principle is asepsis. I want you to think of this as the invisible shield that protects our patients. It's like the sacred rulebook for keeping everything in, I mean everything. Ourselves, our instruments, our entire environment, sterile and safe. Mastering this concept, it is your #1 priority. Everything else we do is built right on top of this. Okay, so what are the tangible tools you'll be adding to that toolkit? Well, we're talking about the core skills of the job, right? Things like setting up a sterile field, which becomes your sacred workspace. Or properly scrubbing in, which is this precise ritual that's so much more than just washing your hands. And of course, handling instruments with total confidence. See, these aren't just ideas in a book anymore. These are the actual skills you'll soon be perfecting. So you're building this amazing toolkit, which is awesome. But how do all these individual skills actually fit together during a real surgery? How does it all connect? This is where your role really starts to come alive, right in the middle of the dynamic flow of a surgical case. So, every single surgical procedure flows through 3 distinct phases. First, you've got the perioperative phase. This is where you are the master of preparation, basically orchestrating the entire setup. Then, intraoperatively, you're in the heart of the action, anticipating what the surgeon needs before they even have to ask. And finally, postoperatively, your careful work ensures a safe wrap-up to the case. The takeaway here? You are absolutely essential in every single one of these phases. Okay, so understanding your role is one thing, but really succeeding in it, that starts right here, right now. Let's talk about why mastering this stuff in ST300 is so incredibly important, and not just for passing this course, but for your entire career. It's super important to see how your education is designed, because everything builds on itself. ST300? This course gives you the why behind the what. It's all about building that theoretical confidence you need before you step into the labs for ST410 and 510. That way, when you finally have those instruments in your hands, everything is just going to start to click. So how do we make sure you're on track? Well, we'll be measuring your progress through a mix of activities, reflections, and assessments. As you can see from this breakdown, your consistent engagement all through the course is the biggest piece of the puzzle. But while all of this stuff matters, there's one number that you really need to have on your radar. And here it is, 75%. You absolutely must pass the final exam with a 75% or higher to pass this course. And look, this isn't just some random number. It's the standard. It's what ensures you have the core knowledge you need to move forward safely and confidently when you get into that hands-on environment. All right, you've got the roadmap for the course. You know what it's going to take to succeed. So let's talk about your immediate next step. Let's talk about how you can get the absolute most out of our very first discussion together. I really want you to think about this question. Go ahead, look over the syllabus again, review the skills we just talked about, and come to our first class ready to share. What's the one thing you're most curious or excited to learn? Is it identifying all those instruments? The precision of suturing? Whatever it is, let your curiosity be your guide. And I'll leave you with this final thought, which comes straight from your syllabus. Everything you've done up to this point has been preparation, but now, the real, hands-on, exciting part of your journey as a surgical technologist is about to begin. I am so excited to get started with all of you. Let's make this a fantastic and foundational term together.